Shuuro, how to play. The rules are the same as regular chess except for these changes. For a refresher of those rules, check out this video. Lay out the board, and each player secretly forms their army on their roster sheet. Each player has a total of 800 points from which they can use to purchase pieces. The cost of each piece is listed here, and the maximum allowed quantity for each piece is listed here. You may not have more than 32 pieces total in your army, and one of those pieces must be a king. Once both players have finished purchasing their armies, you prepare the battlefield. The board is divided into 4 quadrants, each made up of a 6x6 area. Roll a single 6-sided die 2 times to determine which square within the quadrant a pillar is placed. Repeat this step so that there are 2 pillars in each quadrant. If you roll the same result for a second pillar as you did for the first, then the second is not placed and that quadrant will only have 1 pillar in it. Once a pillar is placed, it may not be moved for the remainder of the game. Pillars are obstacles that block the square they are on so no piece, except for a knight, can move onto or through it. Once all the pillars have been placed, players then deploy their armies. Players reveal their rosters, and each player takes pieces of the same color from their roster and places them next to the board so their opponent can see them. Each player rolls a die, and the lowest number goes first, placing a single piece, then turns alternate. The deployment rules are: once you touch a piece, you must place it on the board. Once you release a piece on the board, you may not move it. If you finish placing all your pieces before your opponent does, then skip your turn. The king must be your first piece deployed, and it must be placed somewhere within the center 6 squares on your closest row. Next, you must place your nobles. Nobles are knights, bishops, rooks, and queens. They may be placed in any order. Nobles cannot be placed on your second row until your first row is filled. Likewise on your third row until your second row is filled. Pieces may not be deployed on top of pillars, except for knights. However, a knight cannot be deployed to a second row until all the pillars and squares on the first row are full. After placing all your nobles, pawns are deployed the same way, except they may never be placed on your closest row, even if there are still empty squares there. After both players have deployed all their pieces, fighting begins. Both players roll dice, and the highest goes first. It is possible, and legal, to begin the game in check or to capture your opponent's king on the very first turn, thus winning the game immediately. Pawns that start the game on your third row are not allowed to perform their initial double-step move option, but pawns on your second row still can. En passant is allowed like normal. Pawns promote like normal when they reach the opposite side of the board. Castling is not allowed. Only knights are allowed to jump over pillars or move onto and off of them. The first player to checkmate their opponent wins.